And in our top business story, the 10th UAE-German Joint Economic Committee took place in Abu Dhabi today, which was attended by the UAE Minister of Economy, His Excellency Sultan Al Mansouri, and the German Federal Minister for Economic Affairs and Energy, His Excellency Sigmar Gabriel, along with high-level officials from both countries and key representatives of the business community. The meeting focused on strengthening bilateral cooperation in the fields of energy, climate policy and green economy, infrastructure, meteorology, health, education and training, as well as technology. The two sides also agreed to place particular emphasis on facilitating market access and diversifying the range of goods and services exchanged through increasing the number of trade exhibitions, fairs and business forums in both countries, as well as encouraging active engagement between SMEs. In his opening address, His Excellency Al Mansouri stated that trade exchange between the two countries increased 13% in 2014 to exceed 12 billion euros, adding the two sides are confident that relations are poised for even greater growth. The minister also added that in line with the UAE Innovation Strategy 2021, it is important to develop cooperation with Germany through joint activities in areas such as innovation centres, regulatory framework for innovation, technological infrastructure and investment in innovative industries, especially considering that Germany is one of the most advanced countries globally in the field of industry, technology and innovation. Members of the delegation additionally expressed their intent to promote close bilateral cooperation in the fields of smart cities and smart infrastructure, particularly in the context of the World Expo 2020 in Dubai.
Today's session focused on plans that were discussed previously and have already been implemented, such as vocational training, where Emirati students are currently training in Germany. It also revolved around the collaboration between the UAE and Germany in the field of renewable energy. As for future plans, the focus was on innovation and the UAE's plans to develop economy in general and educational economy in particular for the great effect it will have on social development, which should reach 5% by the year 2021. And in order to reach these goals, certain factors need to exist, such as strategic cooperations with other countries, including Germany.
Around half of expats in the UAE are considering leaving the country due to the rising cost of living, according to new research published this week. A YouGov study into the saving habits of Emiratis and expats carried out for the national newspaper found that while 42% say they have improved their position financially in recent years, 50% of employed expats would consider leaving the UAE due to the high cost of living. Of the 1,104 respondents, 56% said rent was impacting most on their financial well-being, while 13% said it was education. When asked how they were coping with the cost of living in the UAE, 56% either said somewhat difficult or very difficult. The cost of living recorded by 22% was among the biggest financial worries, followed by rising rents at 19%, not being able to save 15% and becoming unemployed at 12%. When it comes to savings, 25% of those surveyed said they didn't save anything at all, while 30% managed to save between 1 and 10% each month. Just 40% are happy with what they managed to save each month. Chinese visitors to Dubai are expected to double in a decade, driven by rising income levels and improved flight connections through to the UAE. According to a report by Oxford Economics and the hotel operator Intercontinental, Chinese visitor numbers to the Emirate are predicted to surge 98% in the 10 years through 2023 to 545,000, with visitors expected to spend $781 million in 2023, up from $488 million in 2013. The report, however, stated that the average length of stay for Chinese guests will remain steady at 3.3 nights, despite the spike in arrivals. In 2023, Abu Dhabi is expected to receive 177,000 Chinese tourists, up by 300% on 2013 numbers. About 120,350 guests from China checked into Abu Dhabi hotels last year, staying on average for 1.67 nights, according to Abu Dhabi Tourism and Culture Authority. Dubai, followed by Abu Dhabi, is expected to record the fastest regional growth in Chinese tourists, with the rise coming as the industry copes with a sharp downturn in the number of arrivals from sanctions-hit Russia and the weak euro, also threatening visitors from the Eurozone. About 344,329 Chinese tourists checked into Dubai's hotels and hotel apartments last year, an increase of almost 25% over 2013. That's according to Dubai's Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, making it the 7th largest source market. Saudi Arabia is now the world's biggest importer of defense equipment, with spending expected to reach $9.8 billion in 2015. That's according to a report from the research firm IHS. The rise is an increase of around 42% compared to the previous year, with the planned defense spending in Saudi Arabia seeing the kingdom overtake Russia as the world's third largest overall spender on defense at $80 billion annually. The UAE and Saudi Arabia imported more arms from the US last year than all of Western Europe combined, spending $8.6 billion between them on defense imports. At the recently concluded IDEX in Abu Dhabi, the UAE Armed Forces signed 33 deals worth 18.3 billion dirhams with local and overseas defense companies. The Middle East is also the world's fastest growing defense market, with annual spending totaling about $150 billion, according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, which showed that global defense spending totaled about $1.75 trillion last year.